Laser swords will show heroes' heart aglow. Galactic Ronin fights, slashing.
Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Archeagus, and this is another playthrough. We're starting Kingdom Come Deliverance today. So this is a game that I've wanted to play for quite some time. Excuse me. I remember back when this was a Kickstarter. I backed this project and was very excited about it back then. And I want to say it was up until about 4 years ago. I've been kind of loosely playing the game off and on. The problem I had with the game back then, it was not with the game itself, but just with my ability to play it properly and put in the time to play it. I would get involved in the game, get started, get pretty deep in the game, but then because of my work back then, my day job had me traveling to places like Taiwan, to India, Bratislava, like various other places where I'd spend weeks at a time. Couldn't always take my PC with me or a gaming laptop with me. And so I would come back to the game after some time away. And this is a kind of game, at the time at least, that required some commitment, some dedication to. Walking away from the game and coming back made it difficult to pick up where you left off. You kind of had to go and relearn the game sometimes. And there were some problems with the game back then as well that made it more inaccessible than it needed to be. Or just more tedious or less convenient. It's hard to say. The game is very immersive. The game is very hardcore as far as its attempts at realism. But that's almost to its detriment if you're almost trying to casually play the game. So I've never completed the game. I don't think I've gotten very far into the game. And now the sequel is out and I want to play it, but I don't want to play it until I've had a chance to really properly play through the first game. I know you don't need to play the first game to enjoy the second game, but for someone like me, it would just always bug me going through and playing the second game, knowing that it'll just make me want to go back and play the first game even more. So we're doing this in proper order. We're playing the first game. We're playing a modded version of the first game. The mods are primarily there to improve the quality of life, to make the game as accessible as possible without making it easier or too overpowered in any way. So I've improved the archery, removed the trails on the arrows, which I don't understand why they're there to begin with. Improved some of the UI and interactions with the game. So saving is not so tedious. I still plan to make the savior schnapps and keep those in inventory. But I don't have to have those in inventory to save if I just need to save more often for the purposes of the stream. Most of the mods are there just to make the stream more manageable and more watchable for the viewers. That being said, we're continuing from playthrough I just started a few days ago after creating all the mods. I haven't started any of the story elements of the game. I've just done a lot of basically herb picking. So if you're going to look at my skills, my herbalism is up to 5, and that's it. But there's no quests. One of the mods I have disables the escape key, or actually it doesn't disable the escape key. It replaces the escape key with the right mouse button. So the right mouse button is more powerful than it was before. All right, so my quest journal is pretty much empty right now. Go to your father, go to the sword fighting lesson. These are the 2 quests that you start with at the very beginning of the game. All right, I got to get used to not hitting escape. All right. Are you laughing at me? Oh, you saw the video? My cat fell down behind the mini refrigerator we have in here. She was so my daughter put her cat toy inside
Come here, I need your help.
inside the Sprite
Are you dead?
box.
I said I need help.
Yes, Father. All right, I'll tell you the story.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
All right, persuasion. You can simply use speech, which is just a basic skill check against their speech skill check. You can use your charisma, which is, I think it's a check against their charisma. Actually, I don't really know. But speech is just a straight, what do you call those skill check? Opposed skill check. Well, technically all of these are opposed skill check, but speech is speech for speech. Your speech versus their speech. Charisma is your charisma versus their some sort of perception or stat impression of you. Strength is your ability to intimidate. Sometimes rely on money to do the talking for you. You just have to agree on a persuasive sum. So yeah, that's bribing. And then in special cases, you can use a different skill to influence your conversations. All right. So yeah, so all opposed rolls are against those stats. So speech versus speech, charisma versus charisma, strength versus strength. Plus your reputation. Okay. Okay, sorry, I wanted to have a look around.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
Hal, my boy, when are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure he'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? Alright. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop on
And
the tavern
ale.
on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Alright, so as I was saying before, my daughter put my cat's favorite toy in the Sprite box, which is on top of the mini fridge. The Sprite box is basically just a cardboard pallet with a plastic wrapper, a clear plastic wrapper over it.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right, they're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
So yeah, it's just a clear plastic wrapper around a cardboard pallet where that would just hold the Sprites in place. And it was empty. She just put the toy in there. I don't know why she put the toy in there. But my cat found it. It was struggling trying to figure out how to get her toy out. She could see the toy, but she couldn't figure out how to pick it up. And in her struggle to try and get it out of there, new level of herbalism, she ended up falling with the pallet behind the mini fridge. I had just so happened started to record because I just wanted to record her trying to get at the toy. I had no idea what was about to happen. And by the time I could see what was happening, it was like I didn't know what to do, how to help her. She pretty much pulled herself out before I could get to her. Oh, I forgot about the painting. My wife is pulling all that stuff out now. And I have a Mandalorian painting that apparently that fell behind there some time ago because I didn't see that. You put the toy in there? Okay. Okay, I thought it was my daughter and it's my wife. Oh, okay. She gave it to Luca, the other cat. It was inside the...
Greetings, Henry.
Greetings.
The one sitting in some godforsaken or the one
Oh, she's happy now. Okay, let's go get our money.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Alright, so I've got charisma, but I really kind of want to fight this guy. Yeah, I want to fight this guy. I want the experience.
I must have misheard you. It sounded like you just told me to clear off. But you wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not pay your debts, and then try to scare me. Would you?
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Sure.
Alright, here we go. So, left click is your strong hook, right click is your jab. I kind of want to reverse those if I can. That's kind of opposite of what I'm normally used to when I'm using mouse and keyboard. F is kick, that's fine. Tab to lock on opponent, or switch to next opponent. Left shift unlocks. Q raises and holds hands in defense. Block. Okay. So you've got their health here, your wounds over there. Stamina is the lower bar. Health is the red bar. To lower your health, to lower your stamina. Actually, I think they're both locked. So if you have something that's lowering your stamina, that lowers your health. If you have something that's lowering your health, that also lowers your stamina. But the resolutions to restore health or stamina are different depending on which one is being blocked. All right. That's it. Here we go. See?
You'll get what for? Kurva. You're going to cry now?
Have I hurt him at all? Get him beat.
Missed.
Missed. Why aren't these guys doing anything?
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too. Oh dear, did that hurt? Didn't expect that, eh? Damn.
There we go.
Take that!
Got hardly any health left.
Well landed!
Yeah!
What's up? Shit yourself?
Hey,
Shit.
Did I go too far? Am I supposed to chase him? I don't remember him running away. I don't remember getting like 3 back-to-back hits on him before either. Where did he run to? Where's Mother? Did I miss her? Gotta find my mom. Mother!
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Oh, wow, she fully restores your health. Yeah, I do need to learn how to do that. Where's Kunesh? Where did he run to? I mean, if I remember correctly, you beat him, he submits. So I think I just kept hitting him when he was trying to submit. And so he fled. But he's supposed to give you a key, I think. Yeah, so...
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Okay, so... That's good. So I never played this way. Usually I beat him and then he gives you a key to get into the chest, but now, because I beat him so well, he's not here to give me the key. So,
Welcome, Henry.
you're the charcoal burner. I don't have anything for you yet.
Hey, Pip. Do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself.
Thought he was talking
Hail
to me.
to the hero. So you haven't changed your mind about learning the craft of warfaring? Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. But the world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Okay. I just realized I'm not getting full control of my OBS camera. Let's see if I can fix that.
Lights flash, neon blue, stars race like we do. In the galaxy, true samurai fights through.
Oh, it's not supposed to do that. I was doing a.
Under moons that glow, through the void we
Let's fix it.
go. Laser swords will show heroes' heart aglow. Galactic Ronin fights, slashing through the night. Armor shining bright in the cosmic light.
Let's do this. Yeah. All right, that looks better. So much for the HubSpot virtual camera. I'm still trying new things here, so trying to get the best possible stream quality I can. Plus, we got new equipment and new tools coming in all the time. One of the things I do remember from my last playthrough, which was literally 4 years ago, was mastering alchemy. How much I enjoyed that. I don't know if I'll do all of that on stream. Like, I might do some of the more tedious stuff, the repetitive stuff, between streams, so that the streams themselves can focus on the more immediate progress and story gameplay. But I do plan to master and try to 100% as much of this game as possible during this playthrough. I don't remember there being so much herbs to harvest. The previous in the beginning area. In the maybe I hadn't learned how to look for them yet. But they're pretty obvious. Of course, I'm using a mod that makes herbs easier to find. It doesn't make them any more available than they already were. It just makes sure that you are sure to notice them if you're looking for them. Whereas in the original game, as it was designed, there were some herbs that even if you were looking for them, you didn't really find them so easily. One of the reasons I want to level up my herbalism so quickly is because once you get to level 10 with herbalism, you can actually channel some of that experience into your strength. So as you build up your herbalism skill, you're building up your strength skill as well. And that starts at level 10 with the leg day perk that you get from herbalism 10. Oh, there's so much. Thankfully, the more you level up your herbalism, the more herbs you can pick at a time when you're gathering. So you don't have to gather each and every plant you see. Actually, if you're smart about it, you'll go to the center of a group of plants and start there, because that'll usually get a radius around you, rather than going to the first edge you see. Yeah, that's better. Go to the middle. And then just pick up the stragglers. Okay, go to the middle. Now, I believe if there's more than one herb in the area, when you harvest, you're only harvesting the herb that you have targeted. So if I go and I pick this chamomile, it should pick just the chamomile in the area. It won't pick up the sage right next to it. Yeah.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Alright. My herbalism is now 8. Oh, Q info. Alright, so I won't get another perk point until level 10. And that's when I take leg day. So I can level up strength. Alright. Yeah, nettle is another special herb. It comes with its own perks. It's automatic perks. So there's perks you get from leveling a skill, and then there's perks you get from playing the game. I don't think these are anything. If you pick enough nettle, you'll get a mint. know the mint was there. Should have gotten a better look at it before I picked it, so I know what to look for. I really didn't know there was some mint there. So was it? Oh yeah, so Nettle comes with its own automatic perk. You pick it enough and it gives you a resilience perk that protects you against negative elements, specific negative elements like poisonous plants. Because nettle is, slightly toxic. Some more here. There's a lot of nettle around your house for some reason. I didn't notice that before. But there was quite a bit. Yeah, I'm up to 56 nettle. 158 dandelion, but those are not as significant. There's some on the inside too. Got most of it. All right, I think we got just about everything. Some more dandelions now. It's all getting me closer to leg day. So, like I said, I've put some decent quality of life mods in this playthrough. But I didn't do any mods that reduced the time or effort it takes to advance your skills. There's additional perks to improve the game in other ways. But it still takes the same number of herbs, the same number of skill attempts to do any action in the game that it took before the mods. Okay. I missed one. That should be everything. Almost to level 9. That's pretty good for the start of the game. Still a few over here. I did remove the weight limit from the game. I never understood how he was able to pick up so many things and carry them. When he's not sporting any sort of backpack or pouch or anything that I can see on his person. Like he's got nothing. And yet he can carry all this stuff arbitrarily. which makes it a very arbitrary feature. And so I just arbitrarily removed it. Again, that doesn't take away from some of the other gameplay features like the utility belt or the pouches that make specific tools and resources available to you. Those gameplay elements are still in effect. But the weight limit itself, we're playing without that. And all that really means, in the grand scheme of things, oh no. Right click. It won't let him eat. Oh, because I already ate. Nourishment 48. Nourishment 57. That should be good for now. My wife is working from home today. I wonder if running trains any skills. Like agility? My agility's gone up a little bit. I suppose I can run around a bit and see if it goes up any higher. All right.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Very
Fake
well.
sword.
Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Fine. Not bad. Very good. Very good. Very good. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Now you're getting it. Good. Once again. All right. Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
Strike your strike as soon as the previous one ends. You can change the attack zone or strike repeatedly. Try and press left and right click at the very moment the previous strike lands. Now left or right click, not both.
Now you're getting it. Very good. Not bad. Again. That's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes
He's leaving.
overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me. Damn.
It's alright. Alright. We need to go to Fritz. Get a lockpick. Did I see some sage? Yeah.
Good day, Henry.
Oh, didn't see you. Okay. Where do we find Fritz?
Goods, handy implements, and machines of every kind.
I think that's them over there.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So are such lords as
What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
It's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. Well, what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So, Hal, are you with us?
I usually don't go along with them for this. I'll do it, but I need your help in return. What's this? This is a new option for me. Well, I don't remember it. Maybe this is because I need the lockpick.
All right, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
God save Henry.
Krunner shows money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem. We'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
All right. Let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Okay, so that didn't go the way I thought. I still want to get a lockpick from Fritz, if I can.
Hey!
Listen, there's this locked chest I need to get into.
Really? An honest trade not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
Okay. That's what I wanted. So I usually don't go along with the boys on this. Because I do a more roleplay type playthrough when I've done this before. But for the purpose of the stream and just to make it a little bit different, we're going to go ahead and go along with this and see what happens. I know it's going to go badly for me somehow, but...
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is definitely going to go badly for me. So that means I'm the only one that they can identify if there's witnesses. She's going to be a witness.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Oh, we got some valerian. Wow, just dig right in there, don't you?
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillar.
Clean?
Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo!
Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Oh.
Hey,
That's my
Hans,
son.
can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Oh.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
We're gonna fight? Yeah. So even more.
What's the point? You're gonna cry now.
Who there?
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Damn! Let's go!
Oh, yeah, I meant to check if my agility changes. Is this nerve? No, there's just sage here. Alright. Agility is... Can we see exactly where it is? 77 out of 110. 70%. Run. Our stamina all the way down.
Henry.
Of course, I don't know if that affects agility more than it affects strength. Alright. Does not affect agility. Our strength, on the other hand, is 86 out of 110, 78%. Back. Do that. So yeah, expending your stamina doesn't seem to affect your stats or your progress on any stats, unless it's in vitality. I think vitality is more of a health stat than a stamina stat. Okay, the more vitality, more stamina, and faster it runs. Running, surmounting obstacles, and surviving combat enhance your vitality. Okay, so this should be raising vitality. 38%. We'll check it again. Lockpick. In order to pick locks, you must have at least one lockpick in your inventory. Although it's better to have one or two spares since they get worn with use, and in the worst case can break. You start the actual lockpicking process by holding E on the lock. You will then see a diagram of the lock mechanism in which you have to find the right spot to insert the lockpick. How close you are to the sweet spot is indicated by the size of the cursor, and it turns gold when you find it. Then you have to use the lockpick D to turn the whole lock mechanism. At the same time, you have to coordinate the movement of the lockpick with the rotation of the mechanism because the rotation shifts the position of the sweet spot. If you try to turn the mechanism without having the lockpick in the correct position, the mechanism will stick, which will damage the lockpick or even break it. Any damage to the lockpick will produce a noise, which can draw unwanted attention, and breaking it will cause an even louder noise. Alright, so I need to find that sweet spot. Okay, so this should be a special case because these belong to us already. We're stealing them back.
Who are you? What are you up to? Thief! Help! Arrest that thief!
The boys aren't back yet.
God, come here, quick! There's a thief over there.
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle. Surrender! You've committed a violation. You're under arrest.
This is my stuff.
I'll have you. Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Hold on. All right. That didn't go the way we thought it would. What time is this? 12:17. So we lost about 8 minutes there. Yeah.
What's the matter? Come on!
Yep.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catapult is on his way!
Damn! Go!
There's a new level of unarmed. Okay, so vitality is the skill we're leveling up with running. So 38%, 30 out of 80. Let's run. Nope. They enhanced vitality, but I'm not sure how. We always duff for nettle. I feel like this should be a thing. It's the second time I found mint and I didn't know I was looking at it. Okay.
delicious. Oh, so I'll try it. And if he doesn't like it, I'll lock him in the hen coop so we'll have a proper appetite next time. That'll ruffle his feathers for him.
Maybe you should have done that a long time ago.
You're right there.
Greetings, Henry.
Oh.
How are you, Henry?
Okay. Enough of that for now. Nope. Gotta get more nettle. The sooner we get to leg day, the sooner we start training up strength. And the sooner we get... Whoop. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully that'll clean my face. Yeah, the sooner we get the nettle to the free perk, the better off we'll be too. Alright, let's go find the boys. Well, utilize them to get rid of Kunesh first, and then I might just hold on to the lockpicks if I get the key from him. I can train lockpicks later. I don't really need them right now. Where are the boys? Oh, they're over here.
Oh, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then. Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
God be with you, Henry.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catch pole?
Just try it, you old drunk.
Yeah!
I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you.
New level in strength.
Enough! Enough! I give up.
So this is what was supposed to happen the first time. I don't know why it didn't.
Much, but it's all I have.
I guess because it was a
Understand?
second fight. It wasn't in the scripted fight. Alright, we got the... Okay, now we can just take the axe. Alright.
All right, blacksmith boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want.
I still need money for the charcoal. I think there's a tool vendor over here.
I'm glad you stopped by.
But now.
Knives, axes.
Yes, dear.
Oh, get the best right here. What can I get?
Just a few small things. That's it.
Some change for you here. Thank
This is the tool vendor.
Thread, long and strong to sew up anything you need. Implements, instruments, and tools. Everything for work. Mixed goods, handy implements, and machines of
Feel quite
every
hungry.
kind. Come on up and...
Greetings.
Alright, let's talk trade. He's got a copper axe for 35 groschen. I have 0 groschen. I just need to straight up sell what I can find. All right, weapons, nothing. Armor. Got food. Okay, I can get 4.5. Let's check the basket. And let's haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Aye.
Okay, haggling works both ways, whether you want to buy cheap or sell dear. You select the amount you want to pay or get W and S and confirm with E. The trader will then respond to your offer. If the answer is a refusal, okay, so W to raise the price, S to lower the price, I'm assuming. So in this case, we're selling, so we want to raise the price. He's offering me 4.5. I want to see if I can get closer to 5. If the answer is a refusal, he or she will make a counteroffer and wait for your response. Okay. Okay, so yeah, there's limits to how many tries you can get, and there's limits to how much gold they have available.
Mixed goods, handy implements, and machines of every kind. Come on
Oh, so lower to get more.
Delicate
Let's see if we can get 5.
Since it's you.
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less, and I'll be satisfied.
Let's see if 4.9 will do.
My last offer.
Fabric, brocade,
That's better. Drop it a bit more, and we'll call it a deal.
All right. And now?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
lace, linen, and silk.
Oh, that's a
Come
decent
right
price.
up and take some home.
All right, 4.8 is fine.
Rakes, spades, I'm badly in need of a few things. All you need to tame Mother Nature.
All right, is he the tool vendor?
Good health to you.
He's got torches. He's got some armor. Very expensive armor. Nothing we're interested in. All right, now we need to get the charcoal.
Greetings.
I think we need 10. Pretty sure we need 10. He's asking for more than I have. Get 0.4. Whoa, 2.8. I got 2 of them. Oh, I could have just traded these. Do I need the cheese for anything? I don't think I do.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure, why not?
All right. So he's offering me 0.6. It says point. Something's wrong here. Something's off. Okay, so 0. I don't know why that's 0.
Here you are, with a little top up.
My word,
Oh,
thank
crap.
you kindly.
That's why it was so weird. Oh well. I got some better reputation with that guy now. Okay, we have everything. We just need the L.
Hey, Henry's come to see
God
us.
save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Just ale.
What else could I expect from a village lout? What will it be then, ragamuffin?
The Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer, but when it comes to politics, he's unbearable. The number of times I had to throw him and the others out so they wouldn't start brawling.
Well, I'd say he's in exceptional form today. I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
I suppose. He is a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite
Save you, Henry.
Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
5. Now, like I said, I do plan to use the Savior Schnapps for my incremental saves, but I do have the mod that allows you to save indiscriminately for those cases where I don't have any Savior Schnapps on me, but I still need to save. Alright, we should have everything now.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. And we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Yes, I think I already picked them up.
Henry, are you alright?
Maybe not. Oh, yep, I already have them. Just updated.
So
sorry, though. It seems the lad's lost his mind.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Well, those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
Talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
I hate this part.
take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Lartigue. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Closing! Move in, people! Come on! We're running out of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates! Keep running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Get through the gates!
That is still so hard to watch after all these years. It's a testament to how well they
You can still make it!
created this scene.
Find a horse! Ride to town, Lurk! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
It's this way, right? I have to resist the urge to pick up the herbs.
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you!
Alright, there's an easy way to do this. I can't remember. Call your horse by whistling X. Call your horse anytime by whistling, and then mount it. WASD. Walk gives your horse a chance to recover. W plus left shift canter, ideally Was a fast pace with the horse's endurance. W plus shift, gallop. Following a path, left shift, your horse is smarter than some people. It's usually the case in my experience.
Yeah.
Okay, so run. How do I see? Okay, gave Teresa the nails. I saw a horse I could take to flee to Delver. Okay, I did help her. So yeah, if you whistle for your horse within line of sight or earshot of the guards, that's enough to help Teresa escape. You don't actually have to fight the guards. I learned the hard way that fighting those guards is not a good idea. So brutal.
Yeah.
Now I'm bleeding.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Along the stream.
Run for it! Go! They'll kill you all! Yeah.
They're still after me.
Run for it! Run for it!
Of course.
Yeah! Flee! Pokolban végzett! Nyit ki a francba! Ja! 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 Oh my God! Wait! Jesus Christ! Help! Scarlet has been attacked! Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone!
Du Hustenkinder!
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Someone tend to my horse, too.
Tell me, boy. Who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. Quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Just the kids. There's somebody making some noise outside our door. To talk to Sir Robard. Do I still need to talk to Sir Robard?
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father.
Must.
They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
So is the kitchen over here?
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bohemia here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Do you have to take the boots off? I don't remember. I'll take all the cheese. The cheese sells really well. If you can keep it fresh. Oh, I'm still hungry. Oh, roast duck. Okay, that does it. I'm still tired. Huh? The small girl? Yeah.
She's so happy to go out. I think it's like for the mom and the mom and their service staff and the baby.
You fled from Scabbers.
Oh, so they have another little girl?
How did you manage that?
Or is it the baby?
The baby.
The baby screaming?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant the younger daughter, Mei, from the next door.
Oh, you said next door?
This door. They have two girls, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
The Jinfa, the dog mom, they have a real human baby.
A real human baby? Okay.
Yeah, it's a daughter. The girl is cute. Recently we find learning how to scream, so every time she's so excited, she's just screaming when they go out. Their car parking in the basement too. Gotta take the trash down. Oh, you look at me in there.
Oh, I forgot about the fishing mod. Everything's unequipped. Yeah, we're almost done. I guess 10 hours.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Tell the story of the raid.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Went to the tavern for ale and met my sweetheart Bianca there.
A fellow by the name of Kunesh owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunesh had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunesh still wouldn't cough up the coin.
So there's a timing to this. I had to
For his own good.
respond more quickly.
Letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
I think I'm going to stick with charisma.
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
So there was a huge horde of attackers.
A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
I didn't see them kill
Father
Bianca.
told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him,
cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
Wow.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night. And God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Okay. I think this is a good place to stop. Take a break.
Move it, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Or maybe not. I don't remember this part.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
No, that's not what he would say.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Oh, a torch is a tool or a weapon. Gateway stairs. I should probably use my torch.
Prepare for the worst, but don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivis sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything.
Hat for a cat.
Before they could get close enough, the
Doraemon hat.
storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Right, we will.
My wife wants to buy this for our cat. You're not going to like this.
Oh! Who
Oh, looks just like her.
Loose him and all his minions! Who else, Robert?
Sir Lartigue, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late,
That looks like
Dimmish?
shit.
At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Lartigue, you didn't exactly pick the best
ice
time for an
cream?
outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right.
No.
Believe it or not, this tempest
You
is
can get the
good for
Doraemon.
me and my
You can't
men.
get the shit.
As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Tamber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Lartigue. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Balding.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Lartigue now.
So when I was younger, I was quite sick as a child. I had hypermetabolism, and that made me more susceptible to certain
Tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches
conditions,
between you
like
as always. And if I catch anyone
colds,
boozing,
pneumonia,
playing
things
dice, or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled and report everything to me at once. Understood? Henry, I need to have a word with you.
So, being sick all the time, being stuck at home all the time, one of the things I would do is I would read. I would just read whatever I can. So my parents got me an encyclopedia, and not just like an encyclopedia. Well, they got me several. They got me an encyclopedia of encyclopedias, which was just a collection of indexes to tell you what encyclopedias had what content. I read that. But the other encyclopedia they had was like an Encyclopedia Britannica, and it had like 40 volumes. And I would just sit there and I'd read. I'd read about Norse mythology, Greek mythology, and basically everything from medieval times. I was just enraptured with that history. And so I know the history of King Wenceslas, Sigismund. I know how that played out. And so knowing that, knowing what's ahead, kind of makes it hard to play this game because you kind of know you're on the losing side already. Well, not really the losing side because, well, maybe that's a spoiler for the second game. But yeah, so Sigismund is the bad guy. But Wenceslas was not really the good guy here. He was a bad king. But he was the son of a great king, and the people honored him out of, recognition of that. Sigismund being only a half-blood relation to Wenceslas and Charles, his following was much more tumultuous, and that ultimately led to his downfall. But yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why I wasn't as committed to playing this game so thoroughly the first time. I wasn't sure there was going to be a sequel. I loved the game. I love that sort of hardcore realism and immersion that they give you by default. Normally I have to go and find mods and otherwise implement my own changes to the game to make it as immersive as possible. Whereas this game comes with most of that right out of the box. But yeah, knowing what happens to Lartigue and some of these other characters, or the historical characters that they're based on, makes it hard to play the game and interact with them. I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but yeah, it's interesting playing something that I know the history of. I know of the context for, even before they give it to you in the game.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. I'll be with you.
Okay. But we are going to take a break. It's 1:30 p.m. here, so we need to get some lunch at least. But I probably will come back and do a part 2 for today. And get to some sort of open world part of the story, so I can do more of the off-camera stuff between streams, like practicing herbalism, maybe practicing alchemy, and do some of that stuff off stream. I don't know. I might start some of that stuff so you can see my methodology and any tips you might be looking for when it comes to those things. And I'll include those in the descriptions when they happen. But any of the repetitive stuff where I'm just going around and picking up plants over and over again, I'm not going to do that on stream. Or I'm going to try and minimize that on stream. I'll work on those things offline or between streams, and then focus on the story and the more meaningful character progression in the actual live streams. But that being said, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe. Oh, dry. Be sure to like, subscribe, and/or follow whichever platform you see me on. And yeah, until next time, be safe. Save and quit.